I am going to also record this so I can see what is happening. I promise to put my normal VTuber on next time. Let's just change. Let's add an effect. Filter. Is it not going to let me do a filter? There we go. Color correction. As you can tell, I did. Come on, saturation. Nah, I still want the color. Hue shift, there we go. Got it. There we go. That should be it. Good. Okay. So let's get... Let me see. Let me make sure the chat is on my other computer. I got 3 screens going at the same time. Let's see. We got two. My PC, my Mac, my laptop. All going. All chugging along at the same time here. I'm gonna put... Let me make sure it's updating. Ooh. Okay, it updated there. There we go. Okay, it's updated. I'm gonna take... I think that's way too loud. I'll definitely take music requests. Right now I'm just gonna have... Should I have... I don't know if that's annoying or not. Yeah. I'll keep it like that. And so what we're gonna do here, and I guess you're gonna kind of see what I look like in a way. I'm gonna retype what I have written on my laptop so as to... I can see it here, I can see it there, you can see it especially. I got my notebook too. I think I might do much longer streams where I know if I'm on the computer doing work that it is plugged in, that I might as well stream it to get it going, to get it rolling, and record it so I can... Let me triple check one more time. So I can see if I'm like taking to... Let's see. Audio seems fine on my end. I don't know on your end. I'm gonna consider it. I'm hitting the yellow right there. Okay, voice is going to change now, so take it or leave it at this point. Let's actually change... Where is the background? Let's hue shift everything. Filter here. Color correction. Hue shift. There. Let's make it darker. If I can grab... Ooh, I kind of like that. And let's move this just a little bit. And then there's the last... There. Last one right there. Let's put a filter on this bad boy. Ooh. Should I do... very ugly colors, but that works. Maybe a softer, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work, and then maybe have it like that or a little bit bigger. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we're here. I'm double checking. It's here. We're here. Chat's there. If you want, let me last time, and then we're gonna get going. And is it going? Check stream. It says live. I just need to see the screen one more time. Come on, show me the screen. There we go. Perfect. Ugly characters, ugly background. I love it. Fucking love it. Okay. So the project I have, so I'm going to type it from here. I'm going to type it in here. A notepad. And we can see the me faces. We'll be able to see that in a second. And if you can tell, I found recently, because I wanted the notepad to be dark mode, and it's high contrast mode. So I'm like, okay, let's try high contrast. And it is banger. I love it. It kind of gives me that Windows 95 feel. It kind of messes up some buttons to hard to see, like you saw with the OBS was hard to see some of those buttons, but I don't care. I think it's better on the eyes. So Nendo, I think that's how it's pronounced. Let me bring it. Let me just bring it up. Because I know I have it saved. No, come on. Let's see. It could be under a... it almost reminds me of Yakuza, but it's with the... there. Is this it? You know what? This is still the same thing, but it just doesn't let me, let me do the other one just in case. Alright. Nendo. It should be saved. Download. Oh, I got all of my commissions. Let's get rid of the screen for a second while I transfer my my art pieces. Let's get rid of okay, we move them there. We got that. We move that. Is that all it is? Let me make sure. Zipper video. Richmond. Is that? I guess I did. I guess I gotta reinstall Nendo. So you're gonna get to hear the banger of a song for Nendo. I hope this isn't too loud. We're gonna double check here. Let's put it on the desktop just so I know. Welcome, blah blah blah. Close, and then yeah, this is the official. And if it asks for a license key, I am ready for that. It doesn't right now. So this little goofy This little goofy guy right here. I was looking at Nintendo 64 DD for because I'm trying to learn Blender, and I like looking at old software because I don't think software should be forgotten. Just like lost media, lost movies, lost music. I think software, and in software, in terms of creator-driven software or human-driven software, which includes Microsoft Word, TurboTax 95. It doesn't even matter if it's an important piece of software or not. I still think it all should be preserved one way or another. This Nendo was in a group, and I keep trickling back and forth here. So I'm gonna start typing up what I have on the laptop here, and then as I do it, I'll be able to understand if I like what I see. I just keep trying there. I want to see the... Is there a way for me to see it, like, really tiny? No, it's gotta be on top. I can't... maybe... It looks really complicated. But right here. I'll do that for now. That works for me on the side like that. Alright. So, Nendo. Let me move all this cords on the table. And you know what? I read some of the stuff yesterday. I appreciate all of the love from some of you. I kind of understand where my voice is and how I am going to just kind of keep who I am. So I'm going to type it as I wrote it, and you won't be able to see it. So the Nendo draft outline not in order, but it could be, we're going to see, and then I did like almost like an old instruction manual on those old pieces of software you would get. I was learning the VirtualBox and that, and I like looking at the instruction manuals, how things work. I don't know. It's just who I am. So let's try to type first what I know would... I tend to like redo it. I keep the old version. I try to redo it fresh, and then I compare the two. So right now what I know is that there is an opener. There is a history of Endo software. Let's see, tab. Relate, how it relates to EndWorld, and I was able, and then let's see, EndWorld was used for Nintendo 64 and PS1. I don't know how many games it was used for, but I know that it was the most technical of the three, and was used for of the rings. Let me see. Another one here. So I met... So that's something like need name. Is there a way for me to bold it? Shift B? No. Apple key? No. I don't know if I can. Font? Oh, I can. Bold italic, let me see. No, I don't want all of it. Ah, you idiots. Alright. we'll just keep it like that. Or, you know what? Let's make it... We'll make it common. Yeah, let's do... Let's do comment. Oh god, that'd be terrible. Let's see, how's this? This should look good on the screen. Able to talk to lead animator. So, opener. Let's try to do a... Yeah, this one's better. Opener. History of Endo software. This is not in a row. How to use basic buttons. Full. So I was able to look at... Sorry. I was able to look at the manuals, and it had it was a huge manual, and it had a example on how to make a penguin on the software. Which I don't understand. So I'm not looking at my... I'm not looking at my original script, I'm just doing what I know. What Endo isn't. This is just a tiny point. How do you spell Shigeru Miyamoto? Let's see here. Google, Nintendo. Oh, the spelling. I don't even want to show you what I did. But it made its way. I was able... And then... There is a design company by... I won't call him a jackass. Uki Sako. And then Endo was created in, I think, 1999. Let's see here. No, I want 1998. So see, he started it 4 years after stealing the name. I don't think that's very fair. So that, what Nendo isn't, how to use basic buttons. This is still not in order. So originally, learning Blender, like searching for old software, went to the Nintendo 64DD Polygon Studio, somehow ended up pieces aren't related. So they're not related. End World is related to Nendo, but Nendo, so it's like Nintendo 64, N-World, Endo. So Endo is not with Nintendo, but Nendo is related to N-World. I know, it's confusing. It gets weird. But, so let's see. And then we're going to talk about piracy. Oh, a happy almost Valentine's Day, by the way. Even if you don't have anybody, that is okay by me. Let's see, let's get this. Yeah. I volunteered this morning and I worked way too hard. And I think I pulled something again. The other people were not working fast and it was bothering me. So I was probably doing it 3 times faster than normal. And that was stupid because I got to get back. I mean, if you see me, it's not like I'm out of shape. I look like a normal person. I'm not overweight in the least. I would say athletic, but I just haven't been at the gym as much as I should be. Opinion on when it seems to be okay. Because the original... don't have a copy and work in what industry type of software. So I tried to find the original people that made it or produced it. They didn't make it, it wasn't the names on here, but they bottom up the Izui software, the IZ. Let's try to find it. Use where? I wrote them and they actually wrote back pretty quickly to tell me that no, they don't have it. They don't have a copy. I mean, that just seems... So in that case, I don't care. I found it on Internet Archive. I don't care. I feel that it is not fair to have history and have software die. It's just not right. You like that voice crack? It's not right. You want to see the there's only 2 videos on Endo on this software, which is, we might even do like some screen, because I'm recording the stream, we'll do some screen capture when the time comes. So let's look at the clips. I don't know how, actually these ones don't. So these are the only 2 clips that are on YouTube. Only. So we have this one, which is a guy making a chair. I actually got a hold of him. This video is 7 or 8 years old. And I was able to get a hold of him. I almost wanted to like buy the PC that he owned too, because I was on a mission. I was on a mission to find this. But I realized that it was on the Internet Archive, and I spent so much time. It was like 3 days. It was incredible. I felt like a moron because I never have done Internet Archive really like that, and it just took so long, and I just kept doing it wrong, and I would just like uninstall everything and then start fresh. And I just did that over and over. I was able to find Mirai, M-I-R-A-I, I don't know, Mirai. And I was able to find Nendo. N-World, I am still having, I have it. I have multiple versions of it, but I can't get it to work currently, and that's actually the, I would say, kind of most sought after, because there's like nothing on it anywhere, but it was used during the Nintendo 64 and PS1. I don't know the whole history, but I'm just letting you know that. So this is one video, so that's one, and then this is the only other one. And look at the resolution. Here, let me. Even though it's crude 3D, like look at the text. It's like, I believe it was like 14 years old, and this guy who had this video, someone asked, I don't know, I don't think I asked, someone asked him, oh, where'd you get that software, blah blah blah, and he says it's not available anymore, it's not real, it's not real, it's not available anymore. So he was kind of being all like sneaky, and I'm like, no, there's no way. And so here, let me mute the desktop audio just for a second, just so. Where's the mute button? Oh, I'll just go all the way down to start with. So this was the
blank, because we're the roughest, toughest pirates of all. If you want.
So this is what I'm gonna use for when I talk, right before I talk about the whole piracy situation. So this is what I'm gonna use.
Blank, because we're the roughest, toughest pirates
in my
of
cut.
all. If you wanna be a pirate, sail the ocean blue. You go and steal some treasure, because that's what pirates do.
We laugh a pirate laugh and dance a pirate dance. We wear a puffy shirt and some baggy pants. R, R,
R. A pirate is R. Oh wait,
Blank.
oh shoot. You weren't even able to hear it.
Because we're the roughest, toughest pirates of all. If you wanna be a pirate, sail the
Ocean blue.
You go and steal some treasure, because that's what pirates do.
We laugh a pirate
Pirates
laugh
laugh
and
dance a pirate dance.
We wear a puffy
Shirt and some baggy pants.
R,
R, R. A pirate says R.
You sail a pirate ship, you don't drive a car, and they know you're a pirate when they hear you say
R.
Keep on the lookout for Desert Island.
I think this is
Like
the
on
second
map,
part.
Okay, but I wish we had the whole map. But half a map is better than nothing.
R means yes, and R means no.
And R means come on, mates, let's go.
Say R when you're happy,
And R when you're smelly.
and R when you're eating your pirate toast and jelly.
R, R. A pirate says R.
If you think we're tough,
Okay. Enough of that. I could try to find. Let me see here. I'll say. Quick note. See if I want to use higher resolution backyardigans clip. I don't know if having it super blurry is funny or not, because I don't want it to seem like I'm having trouble with it. And opinion when it seems this is. And so this is the Nintendo 64. Let's move. Come on. Shoot. Yeah, that was. Come on. Come on. Let's grab it. There we go. So I was looking at this. And I don't know. I wish I kept track of what I said or how I said it. But from here, I try to find out what engine they use for this. And eventually, and honestly, I think it's the same engine or a modified version of it. Because really what it's doing and how it's doing it, like the simple color change depending on, well, not there, but yeah, so it's like if I go and make a cube, how it has, the way that it handles it here is very, very similar on how it handles here. So a little bit of me feels that this is the same software. Now let's get rid of... Okay. Select the whole thing. Let me see. Let's get a fancier shape. That's kind of an... No, I want a... No. No, that's a little ugly. Right. Pointed? No. It's got a very weird... So how to move this is that I have to click the middle mouse button, move, and then click left click button to make it work. So let's get rid of that. Let's move. So I got that clip. I got here. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna try to. Let's get this all the way down so there's at least that.
What are they like? They are everywhere. Are you sick of the sight of them?
So this is...
Because they have nothing to do with today's feature.
Wait a minute, is this Nintendo 64? Yeah, it
Our
is.
report last week on the software on show at Nintendo Space World Expo in Tokyo. Today we take a look at the hardware side of things.
So this is like...
Detail, talent maker, polygon maker, and picture maker.
So this, for some reason, has a lot of information and a lot of good clips in it. And this is kind of where the Mii's first started. And there was some software like Talent Show. You literally, all you did was put your face on a body and then...
you can create advanced 3D models.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Shoot. I know you can make a game like that. So I have that clip. I have those. I have...
The Nintendo 64 is the fastest, most powerful games console on Earth.
I have this...
And at $149.99, there really is no contest. Get into it.
Both UK, and then I think this is... Yeah, this is the weird commercial. They did him dirty. You know what? Nintendo has its problems, but they sure know how to make something, how to take a risk. Yeah, there's one person watching. I don't know if that includes me. Thank you for the one that is watching. I hope that we can get this project done tonight. So opener, and then we need the closer. importance of preservation of all types of software. Book, electricity example. Oh yeah. That's spelled wrong. It's not gonna... Come on. No, that's not how you spell it. Hey Google, how do you spell electricity? Okay. Yeah, so that analogy, when the time comes, it's, you know, if you leave a book and it's not published anymore, a book can last in the, you know, in a cave or a library, but software in that, it's going to degrade much faster. And if it's like a computer with like electricity in that, if it rains a little bit, if it rains, hello rats, welcome to this mess. If you were, I don't know if you just got here or not, we are doing a video on Endo, and I'm doing the draft. I have the full, almost full dialogue on my laptop. I am doing the outline to kind of do it over again. I like to not delete the previous version, but make like, how much can I remember of the last version? And if I do that enough times, it starts to kind of whittle down the stuff that might be too much rambling. Super quickly, that this might help here. Endo is a 3D piece of software from the late 90s, has nothing to do with Nintendo, and it's basically lost media, almost, if you can think about it, like lost creative media. I talked with the producers, the owners of it, and a few weeks ago, even though I told them it's an old software, and they got back to me like the next day and said, yeah, they basically said, we don't have it. We don't have a copy anymore. We don't have any, it's gone. So that's when I'm okay with piracy. You know what I mean? So how can they sell it to me? I even said, like, I knew it was going to be stupid. I said to buy it. I wanted to have, there's all opinions on it and such. I try to have it where if I can purchase it, then I will try to. It becomes fuzzy when we're talking about Nintendo 64 DD, where the software and the games are a couple $100. It's kind of a balance for me in terms of where the line is drawn. But we're talking about Endo. It's related to Endworld, which is what Nintendo 64 used and the PS1 used a lot. And it's also related to Mirai, which is even more technical software that made Lord of the Rings, Gollum for Lord of the Rings. So this is the order. So opening, short history of it. There might be more here. What Nendo isn't. It technically isn't part of Nintendo, even though the producers of this software produced a different type of software which developed games for that system. And I do think the Nintendo 64 DD Polygon Studio software was based off of this, or vice versa. Piracy closer. What else? Because I am gonna make a tutorial on how to make a penguin on this, because the only clips, and if you were here watching this, I'm sorry, the only two clips on YouTube is this one, no talking, making a chair, and then this one with, I think it was 244p or something, or like 1.8. I like the lowest one. It's like 14 years old. So it's this where the guy's like, yeah, you can't get the software anymore. And then the other guy who made a chair here, and he actually got back to me. So I was happy I found 2 of the 3 pieces of software. I have found Endo and I have found Mirai. I have not found an EndWorld. I found it. I can't get it to work. That is kind of the big one that I want to get to work because they use that to produce some Nintendo 64 and PS1 games. And the original software, I think it cost, let me see here. It was insane. In world history, now I'm using my laptop as I talk with this. EndWorld, it is so hard to find these things. 1999. So it's one step older than this. So this is like first, and then that, then the other one. It cost, Jesus. So if I can get it to work, it'd be great. It originally cost $32,000 for the software. It did everything though. It had every step needed. They were nice enough to reduce it to $10,000 when it was ported to the Windows NT, which is where I am at. I have the software, have the VirtualBox. I tried to purchase old computers with the software. I had other ones. I tried to backwards. I tried to downgrade, couldn't get it to work. So I'm taking a break on finding it right now. I'm just trying to get this done. And so opener, now I'm looking at the script I already have. Opener. And then if you have any requests for music, I don't care if it's copyright. I do not care. Okay. So I have opener. Opener's here. Major names that come up. Yes. Nintendo. What Nintendo isn't. When searching. How I came about this. Little to no information at first. How did I find it? Well, I know how I found it. Figured out more from the one YouTube video creator with links. Okay, so I got that. And then I'm actually going to have my own me faces. I was able to get the software, or the program had like a create your own me, but it was so popular that they currently shut it down. But I downloaded enough faces where I can somewhat comfortably make something, which we'll try to get to. Okay, pushing Google, I have that. Piracy, I have that. How the software works. Let me see, I think that's how... That'll definitely be towards the end. And it's absolutely crazy on how clean this software is compared to like Blender. Like all this button is color. This button is this button is vertice pick. And then you don't have to hold shift. So some of the stuff is just kind of odd feeling. Vertice button edges, faces, whole object, and then whatever is under the mouse currently. That's it. Once you get into it, then there is more stuff you can do, of course, and I'll show it with I probably won't be able to get to the tutorial today, but it's very... Oh, that was another thing. Explain. It's very, actually, I'll do this, how it works, where the basic buttons. Because it is very, very zen. It's very like, you know, let's see here. I gotta remember how, let me see if I can remember how to use it just from memory. So you can choose, and then where's the extrude? There's a lot of hotkeys. So let's see. There we go. See, and they got the whole book here. No, there's extrude's very easy. It should be. I thought it was. And then you can. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Extrude. Pan camera. Aim. Colors. Select adjustment. No. Ground plane. Extrude. I did it first. Cameras. Undo. Menus. Modeling. Apply cover. Extrude. What? So there is a lot to it, but at the beginning, once you get used to it, oh my god. Bevel bridge, collapse, combine, connect, copy, extrude. What is extrude? R. Is it? Select element and then R. Oh. R and then L. Oh my god. All right. I'll figure out how to use it. I'll figure it out. I was able to, as soon as you got it going, it was very zen-like because you only had like a few keys, and as soon as you got those few keys, you just started making random little blips and bloops objects, and there's really not much going on with the eyes. You don't have thousands of different menus looking at you. So I blew that, so I got to remember that a little bit. Now I have that at the end. Okay, so that's basically all I have in my final script. I'm gonna write the script right now. I'm gonna transfer what I have. So I think that's good enough. But let's put, because there, and then the history, and then let's see what. Now, should the history come first? No. I think the what it isn't should come first, and then the history, the piracy, how to use it, closer. Perfect. That's how I want it. So we're gonna have, how we gonna opener. How I came upon this. How I found it. How I found it. How I came upon this, what it isn't, now should I, You know what, I'm gonna do that because I used, when I made RemPie, the hashtag or # was for notes. Should because I'm just gonna start making more and more projects as we go along. So I'm actually gonna be trying to do some 2D painting animation cells. That's one of the projects I want to get into. If I can start getting into small projects that only take a few days, so I can just get all the creative juices out, just out. It's a kind of a pain where I have trouble focusing on the computer, but a lot of what I do requires the computer. So it's like, what am I gonna do about this? Is that how you spell? Hey Google, how do you spell piracy? P-I-R-A-C. Okay, I got it. Hey Google, set volume to 5. Okay, we got that. Piracy. And then eventually you'll be able to see me as a me, because I'm gonna do, I might do some things with my face, but then I might do some things with the me character. Let me see here. Overall notes and questions. I'm trying to should it, let's see, should it be just the me character or myself sometimes? I know the grammar's wrong here, or just use the me for the tutorial. Or when the software is being displayed and quick button go over. That's once again not right, but hey, whatever. And then let me see, am I able to edit? Yeah, let's see here. So opener, lost media, you usually think of lost movies, lost video games, lost music, lost television shows. But I feel lost program. Okay. How should I do it like that? What's a good way to start each? And I'm gonna try to maybe that way. I know it doesn't. Lost movies. That one, that one guy still hasn't done his lost media thing on me yet. I don't know, man. Lost music, lost music, lost television shows, lost video games. And then I'll have notes like showing me. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get a lot of the eyes out. Yeah, the lost programs don't get a lot of attention or love. I can't spell. Is there a way to do spell check? How come there's no spell check? I don't want to embarrass myself by saying out loud what I'm not spelling correctly. C-I-F-I-C-A-L-Y. 2 L's? Yes. Creative software. See, I don't know. Here. Is wording it. I don't know if that sounds right. It's a little clunky. Such as, I'll do Photoshop. I won't say Adobe. I don't want to say GarageBand. I don't want to say, should I say Blender? Yeah, maybe I will. Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel? And even things like Microsoft Word or Excel. There, how about that? Let me see. We all can easily purchase the newest version, but as programs age, they get more and more difficult to find. Okay, I'm gonna type it out first. We latest versions. Let's see. I think this is where I'm sticking, sticking a floppy disk. I'm going to try to stick a floppy disk in a laptop or PC. I want to say something about how corporations how they force their companies, if you're working, like if you use Microsoft Word 98, then you have to use Microsoft Word ME. They're not going to keep those old ones. They're going to make you upgrade. And 99% of the people are not going to be like, well, I better save the other version just in case. Even if it's like version 1.3 to version 1.4. 1.3 shouldn't just be burned. You know what I mean? It's something... it feels wrong, and luckily we're still kind of in the right amount of time where any piece of software can still be salvaged somehow, but there's going to be a time where it's going to be gone, and there's going to be it's going to be very hard to find documentation on it, and I find that wrong. I really do. It doesn't bother me, but it bothers me. It bothers me. It does. So even install. If you are key previous. No one is okay. No one's gonna go, man, I wish I had my... I wish I backed up. I wish I backed up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It can all easily use the newest version, but it's programming more difficult to find. Where is it? Forced to keep a copy of the previous. And these new computers are not even going to run potentially versions easily, that is. But to the general consumer, it's gone, it's dead, it's time to move on in their mind. Okay, let me see. Some majors came up, maybe logos and UMI. All right, opener. I think this can still be part of the opener. And it says me in Blender talking. I'm currently messing around with the 3D software Blender. But there are many other versions of 3D softwares that are also current, not replaced. And then show UI and titles when name comes up. Like Maya 3ds Max. No one's watching. Who cares? I don't know if the one person watching is me or not. If it's someone else, just know that I love you. Not in a weird way, but you know. It's weird, but it means a lot. And then I show endo. Maybe with music change, or make it look more blurry and old. Either, let me see here. Either say endo, or what's this? Yeah, right here. And then should I have really fancy models with each program? No. I already answered my own question because I don't own all of these. And now what it isn't how I found it. Let me see. I'm gonna have this show a picture of, I think, not Nintendo. Let's see. Okay. No, not Nintendo. I know it's bad grammar. But they did have a hand in me finding, but they did have a hand in me discovering. Let's see, yeah, we're gonna have it like that, and then we're gonna have the other Endo show. I truly wish I knew how I ended up with finding Endo, but I do know that I was searching for I first was looking at the Polygon Studio for the Nintendo 64 DD. For those who don't know, let me see, I need to say the words out. The N64, the Nintendo 64. Disk drive. Disk drive. Also known as the N64DD. Have text of long full name and somehow take letters out for this version. Okay, those who don't know, Nintendo TN. Sorry if I'm babbling to myself as I do this. You know what? And then once again, I'm not going to keep talking about you, one person. even if no one's watching, this is helping me get a lot of this done. So I might do a lot of this. Like when I'm working, I might always be streaming, which I think I'll like. I mean, I know I'll like. I know I'll get more stuff done. That's what I know. Okay. I also know I'm gonna try to. I don't want to do. See, this is where it's like. I don't want to get too into something that wasn't the software. Like I have to pull it back. There's a lot of words, but I might have to keep polishing it. I want it to be like 5 minutes tops. Very, 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 very top 5 minutes. I want this to be fast, fast, fast. Get the information. Don't babble. Because I want it to be easily digestible. You know? Something that, even though I do love those long technical videos, sometimes they'll have like the history of IBM and it's like 8 hours long. I might put it on to go to sleep, but there's no way you're gonna pull my attention and keep it the whole time. I think at a point you need to. It's difficult. It's difficult to make. It's called bad thing. It's called like killing your babies when it comes to film. I know that's not good. Anyway, Nintendo 64 originally came out. What was it? Was it 1996? Yeah. First, originally came out in 1996 with well-known games such as Super 64 Mario, such as Super 64 Mario, let me see here. I don't want to. Do I want to do the full Legend of Zelda, or should I do the? So Super 64 Mario. Yeah, I'm taking the out. I'm sorry. And I wanna. Let's see. I know Superman 64 is a horrible, but I feel like that's too easy. Okay, the worst games of Nintendo 64. Hexen, don't know what that is. Earthworm Jim, it was Bubsy 3D? I know that was on the PlayStation. War Gods, I don't know these. Big Mountain 2, Racer Freestyle Scooter, Biofreaks, wrestling game, another one. I'm looking offsides. South Park Rally, Blues Brothers 2000. So I don't know if don't know if I want to make the third game a joke or a real good one. So we're gonna do either Super Smash Brothers, or it's gotta be a bad one that people know. Like Superman 64 is the most notorious. And I learned that it wasn't even called Superman 64. Okay, best and worst. Okay, I don't want a best and a worst list. I just want a worst list. See, someone called it Superman 64, but it's not called that. Blues Brothers, I don't know. I mean, that's not a... Some of these are like sports and or IPs like superheroes and that. Even though, okay, Power Rangers, I know Mortal Kombat. I think Superman 64. But wait a minute, I don't think it's called that. Let me look at the other list. Worst. Let's go down to number 1. Superman: The New Adventures. See, it's called... People keep calling it Superman 60... I guess I'll call it that. Lurk, ooh, love the purple hair. Oddly enough, Sora makes you look like WarioWare character. Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying. Super Smash or... So, if you're... I don't know if you came or went. So one section, I won't go over the whole life of this project, but I'm listing off 3 Nintendo 64 games. It's going to be Super 64 Mario, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, and for the third one, I don't know if I still want to make it a good one or I want to make it a bad one. So it's either going to be Super Smash Brothers or Superman 64. And let's see here. Each game is on for a few seconds with appropriate music. If Superman 64 put some clunky version of the game's soundtrack, be it really distorted or something like that, or something similar. Okay, we have that. I love the computer, but I want to move around. I want exercise. I think I got to do like... Alright, I did like 5 quick squats here. Alright, now I'm looking at Major Times. No, not that guy. Okay, it was... Don't know if... Console... I don't want to say upgrade. The success of the console. Yeah. Is there another word for success? Hey Google, what's another word for success?
Sure. Here's some helpful information I found on the web.
Oh, I don't want to read it. It's too far over there. Thesaurus site. I can't spell thesaurus. There's no way That word wasn't meant to be this success, the achievement, the advance, the boom, the fame, the profit, the progress, the triumph, the victory, not victory, the fortune, fruition, hit killing, I'll say success. Led Nintendo to create an add-on to the system called the, now let's see here. Should I be cut off by one of these?
Spice Girls, what are they like? They are everywhere. Are you sick of the sight of them? Good, because they have nothing to do with today's feature. Following our report last week on the software on show at Nintendo's Space World Expo in Tokyo, today we take a look at the hardware side of things, specifically the first public showing of the N64's Double D add-on. The Double D is a writable disk drive that opens the way to far bigger games than can be squeezed on a card. Several titles are in development. They should allow you to customize things like racetracks, characters, and detailed game settings. For now though, Nintendo are pushing the DD for the kind of interactive activity normally associated with PCs. Titles like Talent Maker, Polygon Maker, and Picture Maker allow you to fool around with all sorts of sophisticated graphics tools. By capturing picture and sound through a specially modified card, you can indulge your artistic bent to the full. Make virtual characters with your own features mapped onto them and look really...
Nope. Let's see if...
The Nintendo 64 is the fastest, most powerful games console on Earth. And at $149.99, there really is no contest. Get into it.
No. Need Japan add with Nintendo 64 DD being yelled. Maybe splice with fit sound, dialogue, voice with visuals saying Nintendo 64 DD. Okay. Let's see. First, those who don't know, came on, don't know. The DD, the N64 DD came out only in Japan with very little, I don't want to say success again. Floppy disk drive, dynamic drive, only 10. Implemented the development. Oh, it's developed all the way back in '93. We're not gonna do a big thing on the history of it. What's another word? It came out only in Japan. I don't want to say poor reception because it wasn't like a bad console. This is where I get to kind of mumble over things. Came out not with poor I don't want to say with little success. What's a better... What's a better word? Came out with a short life span with very little my headphones are all caught up. Okay. It's a short span and was considered a failure. Many games were what's the word? Not destroyed. Many games were canceled, but let's see, do I want to say very, very few games? Very few games. Let me see here. Very few games were fully made. Nah. Only 10 games were fully produced, 2 of which basically communication devices between the internet and other disks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let me see, what's the full game list? Ocean the Giant 1 and 2. Let's see. I have Ocean the Giant F-Zero expansion, Japan Pro Golf, Mario Artist, SimCity 64. These included don't know how you want to show them on screen, but have the peeing of Doshin, the Giant 2, parent. These included, let's see, Japan Pro Golf, SimCity 64, what was it called? No, SimCity, F-Zero expansion pack, let me see. Doshin, D-O, Doshin, no, that's not how you spell it. D-O-S-H-I-N. The Giant 1 and 2. Let's see, does that... I'm just comparing SimCity. I put SimCity. Doshin the Giant, Japan Pro Golf, Japan Pro Golf. but I would say the most important or better word for historic, something like how it produces the flow of new games. Games came from the Mario Artists series for the system, console. Where you could paint where you could do things like, should I list Mario? These included, came from the series. I don't want to say which included Mario Artist Description. Look at that, DS Description. Mario Talent, was it Talent Show? Or Mario Talent? Paint Studio, Talent, Paint Studio, Talent Studio, Description, and the prevalent. Hey Google, how do you spell prevalent? That doesn't seem right. Hey Google, how do you spell prevalent? Hey Google, how do you spell prevalent? Okay. Is that the right word? Hey Google, what does prevalent mean? And prevalent here. Don't know if right word. Talent Studio. Wait, where wasn't that Polygon? Paint. Talent. Where? Polygon Studio. Okay, and then how do I word this? I want to word this one last thing and then we're going to call it for tonight. Or maybe prevalent description. How am I going to transfer from this to finding the software? Okay, let's just say Polygon Studio, this blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Maybe I should look in the computer. I sadly wasn't able to afford a cost. I want to see what I wrote. Sadly, it wasn't able to afford the cost of the system or game, but I did find out it was loosely based on an engine that Nintendo used for some of their games called Okay. Yeah. Silicon Graphics N World. Yeah. Show me with picture of 64DD eBay with price without showing any names. I sadly wasn't able to afford the cost of the system or game, but I did find out it was loosely based on the 3D engine that Nintendo used for some of their games, the Silicon Graphics N World. Theory engine that Nintendo used for some of their games. Pause. Silicon Graphics N World. Let's see here. Off of talking about Alright, I am getting tired. Let me push. I don't know. I think I'm gonna start I think I'm gonna end it there. Cause I'm tired. I think I'm going to start streaming a lot more in random parts. A lot more. But I might be streaming this instead of a game. So, it is what it is with that. And take it or leave it. Hopefully people enjoy this. Hopefully people get to learn stuff from this, because even after this video is done, I'm going to be jumping right into constant new projects. But my goal is to make these projects small and you're able to be done from start to end in like a week. Sometimes you get these ideas that are way too big and you burn out before you really even begin. And that's what I don't want. I don't want any of that to happen. Okay? So I'm gonna end it for tonight. Tomorrow will be a normal movie night at 8 on Discord, but I might stream this early before it. We'll see. Thank you once again for watching this, and we will see you tomorrow on if not on Discord, on here. I'm very... This was good, even if it was kind of boring for some people. This helped me out a lot, and I got a lot done. So this makes me very happy. I do need to like exercise a little bit in between, like 5 minutes, something 5 minutes back. Okay, that is it. We will see you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night. Take care. Bye.